There is an athlete in all of us. There are no big ones or small ones or professional ones. An athlete is an individual who accepts that there is no finish line and that the pursuit of excellence is forever. Recovery is a key that helps you stay on your true path and not watch from the sidelines. ARC, for the athlete in you.
It's beautiful ground.
Yeah.
You can see the whole view. You get places.
I'm really pleased to be with our ARC athlete, Lallianzuala Chhangte, here in Mizoram.
We almost didn't make it, but it took a 27-hour road trip and we're here. We're very pleased to be here. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all of you guys for qualifying to the I League, and like big ups to that. Thank you. Great stuff. You work, you recover harder, and Chhangte is the perfect example of what we would love to stand for as a brand, because the match only lasts for 2 hours, or in football it's only 90 minutes, but the athlete is made in the other 22 hours, and that's where the gym, the recovery, the how professional you are, and we'd like to be a part of that. So on Chhangte's behalf, we would like to gift you some recovery products as well. So we'll be giving you your ice baths for the whole season, and also one of the recovery boots, because in football you guys use your legs more than anything else, so having a leg massage at the end of the day is going to be, maybe you will think of us and feel a little happy that we came down and gave you some boots. And I really want you guys to enjoy recovery as much as you enjoy training. So now you can skip training and go use the boot. I feel like it's a mission for us as a brand to bring recovery to the people and places where it matters the most. And for our ARC athletes, it's to add value beyond boundaries and to support causes that they also feel very passionately about. So today is one of those days where we are getting to do that in real life, where we're not thinking about recovery sitting from a desk somewhere. We're on the ground and we're with athletes and we're with people that use our recovery products and use them day in and day out. And this is where we grow as a brand, and this is where we find our best products, our best ideas, and also where we feel like we can add the maximum value. I just watched Chhangte run around and train so hard on the pitch for more than 2.5 hours. And even today when we were at the training pitch, you stayed back to practice some more finishing. As an observer, it looks like you're trying to work on something specific.
So for me, I love football. It's the love of the game that drives me. I want to be, the best version of myself every single day. And if I do a little bit more shooting, then at the end of the day, maybe this extra that I did will make the difference one day.
How does the season work, like in the preseason?
So if you come unfit for the preseason, there's a lot of high risk of injury. At least we should take care. Like if we can't be like 100%, we should at least be 60, 70, 80. So, but every time I went to preseason, I want to become like the most fittest person. And I was and still is fittest guy since maybe I was 18, since I started my professional career.
Yeah.
Still the fittest guy. Now I'm 28. It's amazing. And I think one of the things that helped me a lot is I take care of myself during the off season.
So what do you do during the off season when you say take care of yourself? What does that mean for you?
So I trained a lot, and recovery is one of the most important sessions in my daily routine as well. So after training sessions, I take massage, recovery pools, ice bath. Um, most of them are neglecting the recovery part, so I invested in that.
And when you say training in the off season, you mean like do you still run a lot, or do you gym more, or is it like you do both, or are you focusing only on physical, or you also do skill as well? Like sometimes, like today, like with Chanmari, you're doing some skill as well.
So mostly the first few weeks, it depends. How long do we have the off season?
Yeah.
So if you only have like 1 or 2 weeks, then you can't do too much, right? I mean, you can still do something, but you can't work really intense.
Yeah.
But usually, if we have a longer period, I will work on my weakness. Like right now, I'm left foot dominant, so I'm working on my left foot, maybe on crossing, maybe some days working on my decision making, the final third, which is really important for the attacking players. And of course, I'm taking care of my body in the gym, and I am a gym freak. I used to, I love to go to the gym, and even if I don't show up for one day, I
feel good.
Yeah, feel good. That's in me. And I am trying to push my limits. During the gym, if I can do 100 kg and bench press, I'll try to reach at least 110 the next week, something like this. Because during the preseason you can't lift that like really heavy weights, right?
Yeah.
So trying to achieve that during
Off season.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased to be with our ARC athlete Lallianzuala Chhangte here in Mizoram, Aizawl, the beautiful Aizawl. And I just watched Chhangte run around and train so hard on the pitch for more than 2.5 hours. So I feel like I'm cheating a little bit by using the boots on myself. But I guess I'll give myself some grace because we took 27 hours to get here. But yeah, thanks for having us, Chhangte, and we're really happy to be here. And we enjoyed the program so far, and we enjoyed, the interactions with Chanmari, and enjoyed watching you train. It's wonderful to watch, and yeah, we're looking to just have a quick chat about your life and about why you're such an inspirational athlete to so many people. So one of the things that I was thinking yesterday when I was on the way here was even the connectivity between Aizawl and where we were coming from. It's so far away from the city and things like that, and I'm just thinking just to come here, it's hard. So I imagine that your journey in the early years, so when you were traveling to play a match, I'm imagining that was also very difficult back in those times. So I just want to know a little bit tell me about the early years, and if there's some young footballers out there and they're 8, 9, 10 years old, what's it like for them?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for taking your time to be here, even though you encounter a lot of difficulties. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I started my career. I love playing football since I was a kid, and even though my family, my grandpa and my dad never played professionally, I was the first to play professionally. But back then it was really hard to get an opportunity because I was in a town called Zongwei, and then sometimes we didn't even get a chance to play even in our local football field. So I hope you could imagine how hard it would be to play in the 11-side pitch. And I used to go for a trial twice or thrice, but didn't get the opportunity, and coach never selected me because not the big, not the like I'm very small and thin, and I was not the most talented. But fortunately, I got an opportunity in one academy, and you don't have to pay for that academy. So I joined that, and I was one of the fewest players to start and to end it up from the first to the last training session. And then the coach saw something in me, and then took me into his team called Lunglei FC. And then I played and played for my hometown team, Lunglei FC, and then went on to play the Mizoram Premier League playoff, and fortunately we got qualified. And then after that I went on trial to in Aizawl, the place where we are right now. There were like around maybe more than 2,000 kids coming for a trial, and imagine how hard it would be, you know, to get selected. And then I blended in, tried my best, and fortunately I got selected for the final selection in Pune, and then that's how my career started.
And after Pune,
Mhm.
what happens next? How did from going from Lunglei, how does that connect to ending up in the ISL, and what's the bridge over there? How did that happen?
So one of the most challenging and most difficult decisions I have to make was going out from my family to stay in Pune, because I grew up with my family being close by, never leave my hometown, never leave my home. That was one of the most difficult decisions that I have to make. But I took that decision, took that risk. My mom cried a lot. I still remember when I have to go, even I have cried a lot. But I think I did the right job. And then we went to Pune for the final selection. That was the hardest part, because so they went to all the coaching staff and scouts went to most of the cities in India, and they select the best players, and then all the best players that got selected have the final selection in Pune. So we were like maybe more than 100, maybe less than that, and then we did a final selection for 1 month. So there was like a very intense competition in every position. There were like 3, 4, 5 players to compete with. I still remember the first time I joined the academy, Pune. I looked around. I knew I was not the tallest, not the strongest, not the most talented, obviously. But I knew what I had to do. I was determined and made my mind to, become one of the best players in India. I had to work hard. I had to dedicate myself every single day. And I still remember, it comes back to me right now, the time that I did those extras, gyms, swimming pools, and even extra training in the training pitch when all the other kids are sleeping. And then slowly it built me to a better player.
So tell me a little bit more about that. So you're talking about doing extra reps, and even today when we were at the training pitch, you stayed back to practice some more finishing. As an observer, it looks like you're trying to work on something specific at both, one touch from both the sides. And what do you think drove you to develop that skill of, how did you know, or what was there inside you that told you that I need to now go ahead and do a little bit extra? And even if I'm doing extra, what am I doing extra? Because many times people do extra, but it's not, maybe it's not the right thing to help them improve. And they in fact end up becoming worse, not improving. So was there somebody that guided you, or did you feel like, okay, you knew where you needed to improve and that's where you did it?
So for me, I love football. Yeah, money comes next. I mean, it's the love of the game that drives me, and I'm obsessed with the ball, the smell of the ball, the shoot, the ball. When I got the ball, the receiving part, I love those, small things. In the training pitch, all the players have around 90 to 120 minutes. So that doesn't make difference much, right? We have the same shot, we have the same distance covered, we have the same intensity the whole session. But what makes the difference? So for me, I want to be, the best version of myself every single day, and that drives me. If I do a little bit of extra, if I do a little bit more shooting, then at the end of the day, maybe in 1 week, not in 1 week, maybe in 1 month, 2 months, this extra that I did will make the difference one day. So that's why.
It brings me back to another thing which which I thought about recently. I went in with my dad for his knee appointment, And don't get me wrong, I've had mixed experiences with doctors over the course of my life, and I respect doctors a lot. But this particular doctor was sort of saying that, trying to do all this recovery stuff, like it's silly to do that. Why don't you just only do this much of this, and this much of that, and that much of that? And initially, it put me on the back foot, and I was thinking to myself, okay, is he right, or am I right for pushing people to recover more? And then I realized that when I think about someone that needs to recover, I think about me, or I think about you. When I think about those kind of people, we like to do extra, or we want to do extra, So like even yesterday, you called me, like so many people called me and they said, oh no, I saw by road, I don't think you can make it there. But if you didn't do that, we wouldn't be here having a good conversation. So I think that doing extra and then the recovery part, I think the recovery is for those that want to do that extra, who want to do more and want more out of every day. They're not happy with just getting 100 on 100 in the 24 hours, and they're not thinking like in a shortcut way that they want to get 140 directly, but if they get 101, they'll sleep better. And then the next day 102, and the next day 103. So I think that's also why I feel that you also like recovery, is because you genuinely like to do more, not less. Yeah, that's very interesting that now when you tell me about the earlier years, I can understand why the love for the recovery products and, for these kind of things. But tell me something now, when, let's say, I'm a player, and I understand this in cricket terms because of playing sport myself, and then also going through the journey with many of my close teammates who have played at the highest level. But how is it in football? I'm sure it's very different, but because in football you have different positions, but all are playing at the same time. In cricket, sometimes you bowl on your own and you bat on your own. So, but you all still play together. So in football, how does it work when a player wants to, like you're saying, I know you're saying doing extra, but layering one skill on top of another on top of another. I imagine that the player that I see today training on the pitch, he has many more tiny skills than he did. So what's the process of that for a young player if he's saying, okay, just working hard is not enough, I need to add some more skills? How do you do that? What's your process?
For me, it all comes down to focusing on the basic technique. When I went to join the academy, I was like 13 years old. I highly recommend all the young kids who wants to become professionals to focus more on the basics and not get bored to do the same thing over and over again. So I think that's what makes the difference in Indian football and European football. But hopefully we will get better in few years. By the grace of God, we are doing really well in Indian football. But once it comes to international matches and all this, playing for the national team, it makes huge difference focusing on the techniques and basics, and that's what makes the difference, I guess, sometimes.
And then also, like, even when I went to Portugal and visited our team there, the way that they talk about the basics and the techniques, it's like they have done it so many times. For them, it's like breathing.
Exactly.
So like when they talk to me about something, for me, when I think about how our sport mindset is, for them it's like that's a given. So I don't think that it's necessarily that it's going to take time. I think like it's more about understanding that those basics are the basics. That's the game. And yeah, I mean, like they sometimes, maybe Indians, we work too hard also on certain things which are not giving us the results. And also I think that they do focus a lot off the pitch as well. Like I can see that. And for them, it's not like a big deal. For here, if a player focuses on things off the pitch, it's like a very big deal. But for them, it's like, it's normal.
It's normal.
And even with you, I know that you look after your diet and you look after your recovery, but you don't make a big fuss about it. You just do it. It comes naturally to you.
Exactly.
And like, for example, today, like with recovery as an example, today we gave some, on your behalf, you wanted to support Chanmari, and we came in and we said, okay, what's the most important for the footballers is the muscle release, the ice baths and the boots. So let's start with that. And we gave them that. But now they will really start to get excited about recovery and think about recovery. And sometimes you need someone or something like a product or a person to come in and give you some external stimulus like, hey, this can also work.
Mhm.
I think that that's coming in Indian sport, right? I mean,
Yeah.
even Mumbai City, the
Yeah.
club and,
Mhm.
interacting with the staff,
Mhm.
they're really professional.
Mhm.
They really know what they're doing as well.
Yeah, I think it will. I strongly believe it will help them a lot going forward and facing the new season ahead. Especially, they are a new club in I-League, so especially for Chanmari FC, I wish them the best. And if they, use these products that you have given to us and them, I think it will help a lot. And sooner or later, they will realize how important the recovery part is, because it helped me a lot since I've been doing this type of recovery, like you have mentioned, ice bath, red light therapy, boots. They helped me a lot.
So since you've started implementing recovery into your routine, can you give me some kind of personal specific differences that you have felt versus before, when you didn't have those kind of recovery things in your routine?
So for me, it helped me, especially during the preseason, because usually the preseason lasts for like 4 or 5 weeks. During that period, we used to do a lot of intense training session, and after that, we have to do it again, all over and over again.
Yeah.
So since I've been using these recovery boots, massage, this one, the flexi, the ice bath, this has helped me a lot performing and getting ready for the next session. And I don't feel much fatigue. I feel fresh most of the days, and it helped me a lot, man.
Yeah.
Especially not only in the training, even in the match as well.
So when you guys go to, let's say you're playing an ISL match today, for people that don't know what exactly recovery is like after a match. Let's say I'm a young boy coming up and I'm playing it for Lunglai, and I don't have access to sports science, to strength and conditioning coaches, to physiotherapists, right? How do you guys plan your recovery day, and how do you think they should plan their recovery day?
I think they have to focus on basics. I mean, if they don't have access for recovery boot, ice bath, or something like this, I think they should,
But for the ice bath, they will have access.
They will have, most of them.
Because even if it's not our product, and we've always said that, like, we want to be, as a brand, we believe in promoting recovery. It's not only that it has to be about our products, because then that makes us only promoting our products, but it's about promoting recovery as a category overall. So if someone doesn't have access in a certain place, but they use ice baths, I'll still be happy, because at least they've understood recovery. So I'm sure they have ice baths, maybe massage a little bit if they have physio.
So most of the clubs in Lunglei don't have physios, but we have an access to ice bath, but not like the one that we use here. But we have the big pearls, we put ice, and then we used to do it like almost every day, some of the club, but most of the club didn't have access because they have to buy ice and water as well.
I realized the other day, because we had an event somewhere, and sometimes like today, we have a lot of team members, but on that day there weren't so many people, so we were using the old ice bath, portable ones. And I realized how pampered I've become, because when we first launched the brand, we only had the portable ice bath, and I would every day, whenever I wanted to use it, I would fill the ice diligently, fill the water, I would maintain it with the chlorine tablets, I would do so many things. And now, because I keep the one ice bath at my home, I'm so spoiled, like, it's always there. And I just realized it the other day that sometimes I miss doing it the old way as well, just for fun, because it's such a nice process. It makes you feel good. But I think that another thing which I feel like also, so while we love sitting in the booths, and it's just most relaxing experience, where Chhangte has to take an ice bath today, so I'm going to do it with him, and we'll move there and we'll continue our conversation in the ice baths.
Oh, Mark, the cold has frozen my brain, so I cannot think of the questions I was supposed to ask.
I know, I have just taken your photo from my bag.
Okay, quick question. Would you rather do sauna or would you rather do ice bath?
After the training, of course, ice bath.
Okay. Alright, that's an unexpected answer. Mostly people say sauna is more relaxing and ice bath is too cool. But I'm also an ice bath fan.
Any day after the training.
So if you could have one snack delivered to you,
Mark, this is not about your fantasies. This is about
just answer the question, man.
Okay. If I could have one snack.
Delivered to you right now, what would be? Like snack, food, or drink?
For me, would be a cappuccino. I would prefer coffee, not a snack.
I would choose a very strong flat white. Just because I feel like having a flat white right now.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cold are both of you?
I'm at about 5.5, 6.
About maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah. I could be cooler, but this is comfortable.
So, on average, every week, how often do you do ice baths?
It's almost done in a week, almost every day for me.
Well, I guess he's the right guy to answer the question because he does. I do it like 3 to 4 times. 3 to 4 times, yeah. Mostly after running and when I need some mental clarity or I feel like I'm not so switched on, I'm a bit dull or tired. Like I could have used it this morning, but I didn't have it. Mostly for those two reasons. And now recently, when I do sauna, I finish with the ice bath. I like that. After doing sauna, I like doing the ice bath. Like, I feel very relaxed. What about like let's say, have you converted anyone to a recovery fan? Somebody who was a friend or somebody who was within your family who didn't believe in recovery before, but after you started using it, they started and they enjoyed that? And has there been anyone like that? Or even within the team?
Yeah, but like once it comes to training session and of course recovery part, I am a guy who wants to work strong. So I talk to most of the players to encourage the player to do ice bath because it could help us performing the next session as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I have inspired a lot of, especially the young kids in my club, my CFC, and all the staff in my gym as well, and obviously my gym member and the whole community as well.
So tell me something. You obviously tremendously successful footballer, but then you also have now decided to open a really nice gym called Flashfit. You've now taken a little bit of a business decision as well to do that, and that first of all I wish you all the very best with that. I'm sure it will be a fantastic success with the principles that you learn from sport, taking that into business. I'm sure that's going to serve you very well. And tell me, what was your vision for Flashfit when normal commercial gyms don't usually have that much of a recovery options? You from day one, you were very clear with us and with everyone that you wanted recovery in there, as well as like even the gym equipments. It can be used for sport also, but also for commercial. That's how the equipment is upstairs. Like you have the glute raise machine and you have the rowers and the free squat section. So what's your vision for Flashfit? And yeah, what do you see Flashfit being in 3 to 5 years?
Well, I have just started, 5 months back, long way to go, and we have experienced so many ups and downs already in 5 months, but we, learning and getting better each month, each day. The intention was, I love to do gym. I'm obsessed, with walking not only in the training pitch, but also in the gym. I'm not talking only about lifting the weights, but also, doing the rehab, doing climb tricks, functional trainings, and all this stuff. Yeah, that's what makes me build my gym, Flashfit, and I want to inspire a lot of people around Mizoram and of course the whole country to see and reap the benefits of taking care of themselves. The second was, of course, the football career is like 15 to 20 years. I have to think of some other business as well, and this gym is my first business thing, and I hope it will work out so in the future better.
And I think that from hearing your description and just hearing you talk about the business, I think that as someone who's been in a position which where transition from sport to business, I'm not anyone to talk about business, but I'll still say that I think that you start the gym because you yourself love to do gym and you love to spend time in the gym. And I think that great marketing or great business, it starts when you have something that you love and you want to share it with people in a way that's meaningful to them and to you. And I think with ARC, we really wanted to share recovery with the world, and we found we were really lucky and fortunate enough to figure out a way to have a business around that. So I think that like from the get-go, I feel like your intention to business is the right way around, whereas most people are doing it the other way around. So I wish you all the best with Flashfit, and I definitely think that gyms and spaces that promote fitness as a community are going to be the future, because nobody feels today that it's cool to eat junk and just be unfit. Everybody since COVID really takes fitness seriously, and yeah, you have a great gym, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. And of course, your company, Sleep Recovery, has played an important role in this gym, because I don't only want to focus on the gym part, I want to focus on the recovery part as well,
Yes.
which is very rare in zone gym. Of course, I believe some might do, but I want to make it bigger. And of course, I hope we will work together.
100%.
Yeah, in the future as well.
Definitely, we will. I think that the future will be when recovery and fitness meet together and get married and have some beautiful children. That's the future of
that's the
future of fitness.
Yeah.
Just as a last few thoughts, if you think about Chhangte as the athlete and Chhangte as the person off the pitch for the next 3 to 5 years, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking you want to be more of next 3 to 5 years?
Well, for me, it's all about inspiring others, and you just want to play, get famous, get money. If you get money, if you get fame, if you get power, but if you don't influence others and if you don't inspire others, right, you didn't really make change. So I want to make change by being inspiration to especially the young kids in Mizoram and the whole country as well. And I'm trying to become the best version of myself every single day, and I hope not only 100, not only 1,000. I hope I inspire millions of young kids wants to achieve their dreams in the future.
100%. I think not only in Mizoram, I think you will influence people all over the country. And I think that you are also somebody that is inspiring by doing and not just inspiring only by talking. So I think that that's a very important point for a leader.
Yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow maybe we will do some fitness challenges, and you can test me out. I'll compete. I'll try my best to compete, and you can test me out, and we'll have a good session tomorrow.
Obviously, in football, Chanmari will get in. But this is his regular workout where we were running at speed 12. Now we put 14 for 30 seconds. We'll do that 7 times.
Yeah.
And then we go to 16. We'll do 30 seconds of that on and off for another 4 times. Take it to 18. 3 times for 20 seconds. And then I think we finish off with 20. By the time, let's hope I'm alive. And then we'll finish it off at the end with 20 km, which is Chhangte is going to max out this treadmill. And let's see how we go from there.
That's all. You can give it up with me.
Yeah.
Before you told me to do 85, I said 6. Just one. Yeah. That's it.
30 seconds on, 30 seconds break. The break, I'm just reconfirming that there's a break. Sure.
Let's rest for
2 seconds.
second.
No, I think we that's okay. Oh. Next is 16. 6. 4. 6. Yeah, me too. I'm breathing heavier than you, but should be. I think I've sweat all over this mic over here, which is not the best thing for the mic. So let's hope the mic holds up well. Chhangte, how many more? We got another 18, right? Increasing the speed now. Let's go for it. Now we're at speed 18. Yeah. You're good. Yeah. Now on move. Good speed. So we're almost through to the end of the workout. We have managed to keep up so far. But you know when you're looking tired when in the middle of the shoot. Chhangte says, David, I'll go get you a small towel. Hold on. How many seconds? 10, right? Max out the treadmill, come on.
Made it. Okay. Oh, it's over. Be happy for while it lasted, but happier that it's over. So David, how do you feel? I feel like he made me push to my 100%. I didn't have much more left. But I think that's what being an athlete is about. He works close to that 100% more often than me. And that's why he's the best. And you? Thoughts?
He had a very long legs. I thought he gave up around 16 to 18 kilometers per hour, but he made it. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. So that was round 1, right?
Yeah, we have 3 sets.
Only Mark can think like this. I think when I injured my knee and when I kind of stopped playing, I thought that I would not be running again ever. And one day randomly, I was traveling and I saw somebody running, so I got inspired and I said, let me also try to run today. And it was, I think it was Dubai, it was full of people running. But I think like the way that people run, the first time I did it, I just kept running long hours and I didn't improve. But like in that session, for the people that are listening today, like the way that you took me through the session, in the end we were running at a speed where I thought maybe I would not be comfortable, but I still made it. But I think that's where the pro athletes know how to get most, out of their bodies. And you do this regularly, right? Before you even go on pitch for training, right?
Yeah. So I want to run at least 5 to 10 kilometers before the session starts.
Yeah.
So that I can become more fitter than the rest of the players.
I love that mindset of you running before training, because it really shows that there's a way to get better. And obviously over the course of your career you've mastered the art of making yourself 1%, 2% better than the others over a long period of time. I think that's something that people can learn from. So Chhangte is going to take me through his bench session, and he's an absolute gym freak. He loves going to the gym, definitely more than I love going to the gym. But let's see how we go. So he's going to take me through 5 or 6 sets. We're going to start with some lighter weights and then move it up. Yeah, 10 inside. Yeah, no, I'm putting 2. Oh, okay. Because there's no 10 here, so I thought. Sorry, I would help you guys, but I need to film you doing it. Rock, paper, scissors for who goes second.
Last set.
Last set, yeah.
Will you increase to 5?
Yeah, sure.
Last push.
2, 3, 4. Usually you do this is what you do bench regularly.
Yeah.
It's important for football, right?
Very, very important. Yes.
Because of
Good job for body.
so you don't get pushed around.
Yeah.
You know, I told you right, I usually choose running over gym.
Yeah.
And I used to be like every day, every second day, every day in the gym. But last 2-3 months, because of work and stuff, just like most of the days, just running and home. So I was thinking like my bench would have gone down a lot. But it's not too bad. It's pretty okay. When you start with this weight, what do you usually start?
20.
20. You put 5 more.
Wait, let's start with 20 on it.
Oh. So we put the blue?
Yeah.
I think people should run. People should run to mentally just to stay fit. Like you running obviously in the workout you're struggling. But you know, right? Like if you run on the pitch, how good you feel versus like just sitting in the desk and stuff.
Yeah.
But even here, like your lifestyle is so active. You come to the gym after training, then you're at the gym. You're standing around, you know, with the clients, with the staff, everything. So you stay active. We're starting with 20 and 20. Let's see how not how fast, but okay, fine. How fast?
No.
Okay, let's go.
It's like, yeah, this is a friendly competition, but it's competition. I thought you said 10 reps and I was like, guys. Come on, David.
It's like some kind of a world fitness competition. One of the events is Sled. At home of them. Then you can
Nice one.
I was so scared. I thought you were going to tell me to do it. I was like, wait, what?
You tell me. You're the master.
I have this slight feeling that Chhangte feigned that he was like not going to do well on this, just to kind of
Wait me to do
yeah,
it.
you know. I have this feeling because like
This is a Flashfit trap.
How much is it? 30, 40, 50, 100. Maybe this, 110, 150. Could be 120.
Could be, would be, could be, but we don't know. Let's go.
Well, if this is about height and weight, I think
If this is about height and weight, Mark should be the champion.
so yeah, I think it's gone so far now. You don't know who is being hustled. You know, is Chhangte being hustled? Is David being hustled? Nobody knows. Do you guys want to take a break?
All-important question. Should we add more? Huh? Okay.
Okay. Oh well. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll definitely do it. Today we needed more than 2 days. But this was a good workout, man. Like, seriously. Oh. Go.
Yep.
Yep. Come on, move. Okay.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Ah.
Make it way back.
Oh.
That's it for today, man.
That's it. Well done. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the workout. I loved it.
So 5 more.
5? Now it's time for ice bath. Seriously. So guys, today we finished as many fitness challenges as we could until we have no energy left anymore, or at least I have no energy. And you know, I think it's made me a better CEO and a better person for training with you and learning a lot from you and learning a lot from your, you know, from your discipline and your professionalism. And yeah, I'm really happy with today.
Yeah, man. Thank you for taking your time out, to come here, enduring lots of difficulties.
Yeah.
You made it, and you have done an incredible job, especially in the gym, working out with me. Actually, you pushed me, and I felt really, to be honest, tired as well. and that is good. We pushed each other,
Yeah.
and I hope you travel safe back to your home.
Yes.
And spend some time, great time with your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. And I think whether you're running a mile or running a company or you're the best footballer in India, I think all the attitude and all the hard work and everything that you show, that applies to everything. So I'm going to take that back home with me, and I'm going to apply that with ARC. And thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right?